This is Jarrod Horak for the RunawayHorse.com, and this is my feature race for Saturday, April 15th, 2017. We're going to do the 9th race from Keeneland, the Grade 3 Lexington for 3-year-olds, a mile and a 16th on the main track. This is a Kentucky Derby prep race, but none of these horses are pointing for the Kentucky Derby. This is more of a Preakness prep. I would expect maybe the winner and possibly the second place finisher, if they run well and they earn a decent speed figure. I would expect maybe them to end up pointing to the Preakness Stakes. So let's meet some of the contenders in this race. No Dozing is going to take some money. This is a horse I've always liked, but he was part of that Resiliency Stakes last year. Before we knew that the Resiliency was a negative prep, I did like him, and I considered him a contender in the Sam F. Davis, but he didn't run well there at Tampa Bay. He was flat, and then he ran a little bit better last time in the Tampa Bay Derby, but again, he comes out of that Lexington Stakes that wasn't, he's running in Lexington today. He comes out of that Remsen last year that just wasn't a productive race, and I just can't use him. I got to try to beat him. And the same with West Coast for trainer Bob Baffert. He's lightly raced. He has some upside. He's going to be a pace factor. He was second in his debut, and that was a productive race. A couple horses, including him, they came back and won their next start, but he only beat 2 rivals in his maiden win. So this is, I think it's a big step up. He's got post 10, he's shipping, he's facing a full field of at least solid horses, and just the connections. Bob Baffert, he's going to be overbet. I wouldn't be shocked if he ran well, but I can't play him. He's just going to be overbet in here. I'm going to go with number 1, Resiliency, at 6-1 morning line as my top choice. Trainer Steve Asmussen. Florent Giroux is going to ride back. This one looked good, winning his debut last November at Churchill Downs. And he actually has run 4 times now, and multiple top 3 finishers from all 4 of those races were all coming back and winning. So he's been facing decent horses in all of his races. He didn't run well in his second career start, but Guess Sweet won that one. He's now a stakes winner. And then he came off of a layoff, his first start as a 3-year-old at the Fairgrounds at 1 mile. He ended up finishing 4th. He was placed 3rd through disqualification. So then the top 3 finishers from that race, including Resiliency, who was placed 3rd, all came back and won their next starts. And Resiliency earned his best career number last time at Fairgrounds against Optional Claiming Company. And then the show finisher came back and won out of that one. So he's facing decent horses. He's in good form. 3rd start off the layoff, good connections, inside post. And he should offer, I think, a little bit of value in here as well. I'm going to go with the 5, Time to Travel, as my second choice. This one for trainer Michael Matz. I finished 4th in his debut. That was a productive race. Had some horses come back and win out of that one. And then Time to Travel came back and won out of that race as well. He broke his maiden by more than 4 lengths last time, and the show finisher came back to win. So now he's going to stretch out. He earned a decent number last time. His speed figures are on the rise. Decent pedigree. Should be forwardly placed. And he'll offer a bit of value as an alternative to the favorites that I mentioned. And then maybe you could throw in senior investment underneath. Wouldn't be shocked if this one ran well. He actually he beat Resiliency a couple starts back, but he didn't run well in the Louisiana Derby last time. This is a better spot. But I'm going to suggest making a win wager on the 1, Resiliency. Play an exacta box with number 5, Time to Travel, and we'll throw senior investment underneath if you're playing trifectas and superfectas. Now, if you're interested in my Arkansas Derby video this week, you can go over to todaysracingdigest.com. You can find my video analysis of the Arkansas Derby. If you're interested in my full card analysis, full cards from Santa Anita each day at therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. Also, my annual full card for Churchill Downs for Kentucky Derby Days coming up in a few weeks. So that one will be available also at therunawayhorse.com. Just click on my sales page for more information. I also have daily free picks at therunawayhorse.com as well, so you can click on my free picks page. We'll be back the next couple of weeks. We'll be talking about some Kentucky Derby contenders as we get closer to Kentucky Derby 2017.